Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? Long story short, I didn't exactly feel safe in the apartment, so I moved out a month later. Still looking for any signs of origin about the cult. No avail. Go figure. Yeah, I was considered missing to some extent, but now I'm fine. Not mentally, but I'm okay. Just wanted to check out with you guys since I've been getting comments about my disappearance constantly. And to my parents, this this has to end. I won't stop till their operation or whatever the fuck they're doing is over and done with. And for justice, that's all. End of audio log.
So it's 3 years later. 2/13/14. After 3 years of nothing on my side, something finally decided to happen involving the coast. I was in my new house, just doing nothing but being on my phone. I got a knock on my door. Went downstairs just thinking that I was going to be one of my various Amazon fucking packages. You know, coming early. It's weird. I didn't really mind. But it was a small box I didn't order with a note on it.
Hello, Jennifer. You remember us, right? You've been digging into our past, and we applaud you for getting this far. What is inside this box is a small disc. A game, if you will. We made it just for you. You know what to do, as long as you play it to the very end. It'll give you everything you need to know, especially where we're hiding currently. He has commanded us not to kill you on the spot. So, you're lucky. He wants to see you in person. Best regards, the Caller Bex.
Grab the disc. Literally have it right here. I examined it closely. Computer CD disc that runs the games. I can't remember what they're called, but obviously it did not have any pictures, and crudely etched on it, Sonic.EXE. I just hope this stupid thing works. Because I need answers. So, surprisingly, piece of shit work. I waited for like, 20 seconds for it to start playing. And, well, at least until the SEGA logo popped up, but obviously, like last time, details were Sonic not being present, logo itself started glitching after appearing, and the little jingle was nowhere to be heard. You know, no SEGA or like, you know. It was just dead silent for the duration of the logo until we got to the title screen itself. It wasn't any better. It played the first half of the title screen normally until it was fully shown. Sonic, unlike his original stance of him doing his signature finger wag, appeared lifeless. Some of his body was shadows, which was just staring dead at me. No sudden movements. Music was there, cutting itself off between notes and appeared to glitch out once in a while. But it's just staring at me. I was just bracing for what would happen, what was in store, because honestly, can't get what happened last time out of my head. But game started, no opening cutscene at all. No, nothing. Nothing. Just straight into Palm Tree Panic Act 2. Playing as Amy during this part of the game. Just like the last one. It's shitty. And a little bit more effort put into the game itself. It only took so long before things started to go wrong, feel wrong. You know, music quieting, the more I continued, less and less badniks. And Amy started to appear more worried, scared even. The most noticeable difference is that it was slowly turning into its bad future counterpart by like the end of the level. You know, Sonic was already there, with the goalposts being his image. Same gray shoes as before. That was when he would turn around and noticed Amy is standing a few feet away from him. He was smirking and slowly walking towards her, and I could only do so much, you know, moving Amy to the opposite side, but of course we all know, invisible walls. Really couldn't do much. But when he was right behind her, it was like that wall vanished, just wanting me to get away. But before I could start getting her to run, the screen cut to black. Text flashing rapidly. Find the past check mark before pulling me back into the game. Of course, with my keyboard, I started making Amy like sprint away, you know, and he was running after her, desperately trying to catch her. Green arrow was pointing me where the machine is, so I was focused on getting to that past check mark. I dodged every crumbling structure and debris, you know, anywhere that Sonic appeared, you know. He was floating towards Amy in like a weird possessed manner, as if he was so desperate to catch her, grab her. But I finally managed to get to the checkpoint without him touching me, and I was pulled back into what I originally was, you know. Cutscene played with Amy being on the ground, relieved as the nightmare was over. So dramatic. But the music itself slowed down again, and Sonic, of course, appeared behind her, giving her false hopes of being safe. You know, couldn't move her. I was pressing the arrow keys, nothing was going on. And Sonic grabbed her neck, one hand started gripping it. He had struggled to breathe. No sounds played. It was just one long note. Afterwards, a large crack was heard, you know, like... Or she just flopped over like a broken doll. Then the message appeared, twitching across the screen letter by letter. You can't change what's already been done. You know that! Before immediately cutting to black with another giant wall of text being like, 1 down, 2 to go. No, this is the strangest thing ever. Unlike from the last one from like 3 years ago, there was no character select. I couldn't choose any character if I wanted to. Same laughter from the last game, but the next level just started. It was Stardust Speedway, you know, Sonic and Metal. I mean, if you're a Sonic fan, you already know, but it was decayed, empty, practically gone of all life. It's like a weird creepypasta ROM or some shit, you know, like been drowned. All that remained were tampered machinery and ominous tones playing in the background. I was controlling Meadow, which was cool. He was steady in pace. He wasn't using his boosters though, just oddly walking. walk through the entire level, eyes beginning to appear in the dark in the background, or at least focus on him as he walked through the stage. At least until he stopped suddenly, it was as if he sensed something near him, and there he was, the Blue Devil himself. He floated down above from, like a marionette without strings. Body is slowly assembling as he touched the track. Camera panned back just slightly, and Metal Sonic's head lifted, facing his rival. Another line of text appeared on the screen. Win or die! Flash for I don't know, 5 seconds? 6? I don't know, I'm not really counting. But, we'll have to try what's up. I moved the arrow keys automatically just to get a head start, which caught him by surprise, I guess, judging by his sprite, but, as, making Metal run, it felt like the race from the original. The pipes were busted, so easy to die places, and him constantly catching up made me nervous, but I kept cool. It was actually kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I ran past the laser from the original game, but this time Sonic was the one that accidentally touched the laser, sent him flying, screaming as he fell into the abyss. Metal stood there victorious and honestly, deserved. It was only a short amount of time though, when the game's HUD started counting up and down repeatedly. At least before Metal had any time to react. A hand was driven deep into his head. It was like, ugh. Fingers out of the back and pulling out a... Ugh. It was just the most weird experience just watching this happen to sprites. It was disturbing, but I don't know. Metal Sonic just shut down and, text appeared again. You never had a chance. He made you to lose. And then the screen just got black, and one more round appeared.
Hi. I don't know what I just saw. Two of them. Gone. Amy and Metal. Both in their own ways. Both in that thing's hand. No souls. No screaming. Just code being torn apart like it never mattered. I shouldn't care. I feel like I'm going insane, but it felt real. The fear in Amy's eyes, the way Metal tried to fight back, only to be crushed like he was just built to lose. None of it random, none of it being a game. That thing is enjoying it. And he knows I'm watching. Worst part? He wants me to see them praying one by one. They're not human. I keep trying to tell myself that they're not human. They can't be. They're just codes, lines of data, and just sprite sheets. Just programming being used to terrify me. A stupid, dumb, fucking ROM hack. created by this cult in order to, like, fucking fuck me over. What have I been thinking like this? I can't help but think I know them. Not personally, but the way they move, they don't move. They code. The way they react, the way that Amy had hope and Metal had purpose, and now they're gone. And the scary part is that I'm starting to wonder if I'm next. I don't know what the third act is going to be, but something tells me it's not gonna end like the others. And if by some miracle chance that, I don't know, some random character like fucking Sally Acorn's next, may God ever be in her favor.
After calming myself down from everything I've witnessed so far, I wanted to continue forward. I need to beat this damn game. I need to put an end to this. I need to do this for Kyle. I got back onto the game. It took me back to the title screen, but it looked off. Pitch black, blue water replaced with black ichor. Sonic himself was missing, and there was a red star on the bottom. It wanted me to continue playing, and I did. The level this time being what looked like Wacky Workbench Zone. It followed the same bad future part, it felt like its own level, so not from Sonic CD. I controlled Sally to move forward. She was walking on a slow pace, it felt, just like visible in the background except rising flames and silhouettes of Sally herself. It was structured on her. She walking after a while. All the victims of Sonic appeared one by one. It was almost historical. Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Amy, Metal, all their lifeless corpses just floating in the middle, just watching. Just slowly text started to appear on the screen. You couldn't save them. You didn't save him. You don't deserve to be the last one standing. You let Sonic die. You were too afraid to say how you felt. Little... I just stopped moving. The entire time, this game was a metaphor. It was a metaphor for me. In the moment I stopped moving, Sally did too. Spirits faded away, leaving Sally alone. Cutscene started playing and she was crying. Level finally showed light, getting rid of the black silhouettes. Every detail about the Wacky Workbench came back and, showed her pixelated cries. It stayed like this for a while, and all I could do was just sit there, motionless. It reminded me of the day that Kyle died. How it broke me. How because of that stupid fucking cult. just wanted to rip out the CD then and there and fucking break it. I wanted to destroy it, but I still wanted to know where the fuck they were. To get back at them for what they did, for what they did to Kyle. I just sat there and I had to calm myself down. I needed to calm myself down. And I wiped the tears off my face. You know, just like what Sally did. And she continued just moving on her own. I didn't touch the keyboard or anything. She was just moving. Complete silence, and Sonic kept flashing at random intervals, and even disturbingly enough, they fucking put Kyle's corpse in the game. Those fucking degenerates, and made me want to crush the CD even more. I was just this close to. Sally suddenly stopped though, for a bit. As if she was shocked at what she was looking at, and the camera panned and Sonic's lifeless body was there just sitting on a throne, unharmed. Same gray shoes. And Sally, like, I don't know, 10 steps in, suddenly taking back it from the sudden crack. It came from Sonic. Once again, he appeared as, like, he was possessed, and all his bones were just cracking and twitching. He was twitching, like, violently, and his eyes slowly began to get covered in this black ichor as the music from the US copy of Sonic was playing. Almost disturbing. At the end of it, though, Sonic was standing and had his fist clenched, head downward, and eyes closed. Sally was terrified. I guess rightfully so. She tried taking a few more steps, but Sonic charged at her, knocked her down. Tried getting up, but she was hit almost forcefully. It was only a matter of time for that thing started going at her pixelated screams. I don't even want to say it. It's just glitching and freezing on that single frame with the same long no as Amy's section. And the screen cut to black and the game over screen showed up. Pixelated blood, and after a while the game screen started to fill up with red static saying like that for a while, and yeah, it gave me time to think what the fuck I just witnessed. I was left with nothing for an hour. Just an hour, just nothing. Allowed me to think and calm myself down further. And after all, I needed a break. I couldn't, but After a while, of course, a loud noise came from my computer. The same mysterious presence from 3 years ago. Once again, around. And this time, it felt like it needed me to go to the computer. So I did, like an idiot. I found the address where the cult is, where they're hiding. And a small text box at the bottom.
Come alone. I want to see who you really are. He wants to finally see you.
And the game finally ended there. It was a fucking nightmare. I still feel so guilty and alone, but the damage has already been done. That, whatever that thing was, pretending to be Sonic and a fucking cult. I know they're not done with me yet. I've got exactly what I've needed, but I'm going to make them wish that they hadn't existed in the first place. I'm going to make them pay for what they've done. The damage that they did 3 fucking years ago. You're going to pay for all you've done if I get my hands on you all. And I'm going to make you regret this.
Well, looks like our plan is already in motion. Well, with nothing else to say, we'll see you soon.